అద్వైత సాధనపై దాసుభాషితం ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైన వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ని నిర్వహిస్తోంది. ఇందులో దాదాపు 250కి పైగా సాధకులున్నారు. వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్లో జరిగే చర్చలే కాక సాధకులు సమయానుకూలంగా సత్సంగం ఏర్పాటు చేసుకుని చర్చించుకుంటారు. ఇందులో సాధకుల ప్రశ్నలకి శ్రీ దాసుకిరణ్, శ్రీ పోడూరి వెంకటరమణ శర్మ, శ్రీ రాజేంద్ర పన్యాల సమాధానాలు ఇస్తారు. అద్వైత సాధన వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ లింక్ ఈ వీడియో డిస్క్రిప్షన్లో ఉంది.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. టాపిక్ ఇచ్చారు, అది మైండ్లో వచ్చి చేరుతుందండి. మన స్వామీజీ దగ్గరే ప్రారంభం. స్వామీజీ మనతో మాట్లాడుతూ బ్రహ్మ సత్యం జగత్ మిథ్య జీవో బ్రహ్మైవ నాపర, ప్రశ్నలు ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయని అడిగితేనప్పుడు ఎవరన్నా అడుగుతారేమో చూసా, ప్రశ్నలు వేస్తారేమో అని చూసా, ఎవరు వేయలేదు. ఈ బ్రహ్మం సత్యం బాగానే ఉంది. బ్రహ్మం అంటే అంత అవ్వలేదు, సత్యం అంటే అంత అర్థమే. కాన్షియస్నెస్ అన్నారు, అప్పుడు అంతే. అసలు ఏమిటి బ్రహ్మం అని అడుగుతారేమో అనుకున్నాను. వాట్ ఈస్ బ్రహ్మన్? ఫస్ట్, అన్లెస్ we know what is Brahman, we cannot discuss about Jagat. So Brahman Satyam, Jagat Mithya. So once you are clear about Brahman, then we can think of Jagat. So what is Brahman? Brahman is only defined in Taittiriya. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. What is Brahman? Brahman is Satyam and Jnanam. It did not stop there. Satyam, as you know, Satyam is only truth. Yeah, all of us will know that Satyam means truth. But that is not the philosophical explanation of the word truth. Satyam is that exists at all times. At all times. That means that existence itself. It is existence itself. What is existence? It is, in Telugu, it is uniki. The chair exists. You exist. The building exists. Moon exists. Sun exists. Space exists. Everything is existence only. It is infinite. Satyam. That is existence. They said existence. Then jnanam. Jnanam is knowledge, awareness. Awareness. Chair exists, but it is not aware of itself. You exist, and you are aware of your itself, yourself. That means, besides existence, what else is there in you? Awareness is there. So existence and awareness. Satyam, jnanam. Then what it is said? What is Brahman? If that must be infinite, then it is Brahman. This existence and awareness, if it is infinite, it is infinite. That is Brahman. Satyam, Jnana, Anantam, Brahma. Then I thought in the last, they would also, somebody would question. Swamiji was telling about you, all of you are nothing but Brahman. Brahman is there, Jagat is there. This necklace and gold. How did this necklace come? If you are all Brahman and Brahman both, then nothing else. Then where from did this necklace there is? Okay, he said it is not there. No. How can you say it is not there? So long as you... What? Swamiji himself said, it is there. Dream is there so long as you dream. Advaita does not say bird does not exist. It said it is mithya, but it is not non-existence. Mithya is not non-existence. But at the same time, it is not existent. It is what is then in that context, what is different between Brahman and Mithya? So, existence and awareness. But the so-called Jagat, it doesn't exist on its own. This is what? But what? But where from it is when that see when true when existence and awareness are infinite. What is the meaning of infinite? There should not be anything else. What infinity? There is nothing outside infinity. So there should not be anything outside existence and awareness. Then where from this Nama and Rupa arise? Where from they arise? That means most of us we ignore the word existence. We all are aware of ourselves. We know that. But inseparable from awareness, there is existence. What is this existence? Existence is power. It is power. Because of a power, you exist. What is that power? It's by nature, it has infinite power. Sun exists. How is sun existing? Where from he got this power? He is existing in space. Where from space got the power? Power itself is appearing as space. Power itself is appearing as sun. Power substratum and sun substratum power. Form is only. Similarly, every form is nothing but existence in a form. Everything is nothing but existence in a form. So existence is power. So this infinite power of this consciousness or Brahman, it has an inherent nature. What is the inherent nature means? It is in itself. You cannot find any reason for that. You cannot find any reason for fire burns. What is the reason? No, it is the nature. So, such an inherent nature of this Brahman is to appear in forms without changing itself. There is a power in gold to appear as necklace. Without that power, can you convert the gold into? I mean, he is a goldsmith, but in infinite case, that itself, Brahman itself, has a power to appear in a forms, in name and form, but without changing itself. Without changing itself. This is the most important secret. That is why actually the Shanti mantra, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamuduchite, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. You cannot explain that Shanti mantra without this secret. No, Purnalaji, Purnavachite, Purnalaji, Adu Medicare, Anta Purna. If you don't go into the root of the meaning of the so that is so now what is that the so-called Jagat because of inherent power in Brahman, so the Jagat appeared, just appearance. Then some rationalist question me, why should I believe that you are saying Brahman and all that, and Brahman has a power to appear? Why should I believe it? It's like any other belief. So unless you give him a practical example from life, he doesn't accept. Sometimes you also, there is a big puzzle is given to you, a big puzzle. And the key to the puzzle all is embedded in puzzle itself. So your whole world, yourself is a big puzzle. The dream is the key. What is happening in the dream? There is only dreamer awareness. Dreamer awareness is only appearing as dreamer as well as dream world. Dream subject, dream object are appearing from dream mind only one consciousness. That means your consciousness, the fellow who is sleeping on the cot, his awareness has a power to appear as dream without any change in itself. He's not changing, but dream is appearing. So similarly, the word is just appearing because of the inherent power in Brahman. That is the key word. So if that is not answered, you why naturally a question arises. You said they said it is a necklace, it is gold. Who is telling it? You are saying, Swami is saying, you are saying. Where from this fellow you has come? Yeah, I thought you would have questioned there. The doubt should arise. In all spiritual speeches, they say everything your buddhi, you are mistaking it as that. But where from this fellow has come? If it is only one consciousness, this you, unless you that is answered, the whole question, you don't get answers for that. And now we are come to the point. Sadhana, always, then as you said, sadhana, who is doing it? You. We. Then where from this fellow has come? Unless you address that question, sadhana, goal, and achievement, etc. doesn't. So this is what actually great strategy you acquire who you are. What actually you acquire. Without turning inward, you cannot understand outward. So but it's clear that you cannot understand the world. The world is infinite as it appears, an infinite link of cause and effects. And another important, the so-called world, not only cause and effect links, not in a linear way. Recently, somebody posted that Elmot, I like it because he is really a new dimension. We all are accustomed to think linear because Kiran Garu organized this, that is the cause, and this is function. Cause, effect. Normally, everything in our lives is a link to a cause and effect. But we all think, but everything happens not linear it is a web, he said, the world. It is simultaneously. It is not happening in a linear, step by step. Simultaneous. So then in simultaneous happening, you can't say this is the reason, this is the cause. No, that link has lost. When you start a dream objects, after starting the dream, the objects are they arising? Or the objects are already there when you started the dream? Dream subject, dream objects are rising simultaneously. So is the word. So is the word. The moment you see it is arising, then only it is arising. The arising means somebody asks. That means because many people get it out. When you are sleeping, there's no word. When you wake up only, it is arising. Somebody questions, no, I only, but the other fellow is wake up. For him, no. The problem is here, you cannot get the answers so long as you identify your awareness to the body. When we come to you, the I, what is this I? Unless you solve this, you cannot solve the bigger reality. So first to find out, the first step in Advaita is, first step, what is your relation to the body? What is your relation to the body? Are you in the body? Are you in the body? If so, where? Okay, what is that is in the body? This must be first address. So we all know. We start with awareness. Awareness. The feeling of I, I, I. That is, I exist, that I know I exist. I am aware of my existence. There are two. Yeah. Whatever that is there in Brahman, it is here also. I exist. I am aware of myself. This is. But apart from this, there is the world. The world includes your emotions, your thoughts, your mind, your heart, your kidneys, your body. Your body also is an object, is part of that world. You know, world does not mean your family members are the whole worldly objects. No, the world starts from the just eye awareness, whatever that is the eye awareness aware of. Whatever you are aware of is the world. What is it you are aware of? You are aware of your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your body. So that is your object. So the starting point first is this I. Then the question yourself: this I. What is the nature of this I awareness? What is the nature of this I awareness? I am feeling okay. I know the body, the mind, everything is all matter. Body and all other objects are matter. This I awareness, is it matter? Is it matter? No. So it appears obvious. If it is matter, again it is object to this awareness. So first be clear. Yes, this awareness is not matter. Matter means form. Matter means form. Whatever you think. So since it is not matter, it has no form. So the nearest example is space. The sky means only will come. And, yeah, you are very good. You are come very in. Space. Space has no form. But space has no awareness. Space is not aware of itself. Okay. At this stage. At this stage. Is coming up. Oh, okay. So your awareness, what I'm taking you, where I'm taking you is your awareness. What is it? First, let us be clear about before going to the Brahman, before going to world. First, what is? Let us. So this awareness has no form. So in fact, your awareness has no form. So imagine the sky, where whatever you imagine, your awareness is going there. So it is awareness is intellect. So first step is you must get that feeling, direct feeling that the awareness you feel is not limited to the body. This is the first step. But here, of course, there is another subtle point. In the process, okay, family members are there, the world around is there, forms are there, okay, they are all objects. So let us say, they are all matter, but your awareness is not. You cannot mix both. You cannot mix awareness and matter. So there, let us drop them. Let us drop all. Okay, they are all forms, bodies, matter. My body, whatever applies to this other body applies to my body also. Okay, That is also me. I drop. You drop the other bodies, your body also. So you have come to the core awareness. But in this core awareness, there is one more thing which differentiates you from Brahman. From infinite awareness, from this your awareness, there is one thing, not all, you remove all other things, everything, including your body. But still there is something that is obstructing you to merge with Brahman. What is that? Ahankara. Ahankara. Ramana sir, when I say I, what I mean, existence awareness, but that is who? Ramana Sarma. What is Ramana is not just a word. There is a big bundle of thoughts about what the moment Ramana Sarma mentioned, his birth, education, qualifications, experience, everything. The whole bundle is attached to that. Many people meditate, spend hours together and keep in silence. In that silence, keep silence when there are no thoughts. Are you Brahman? In the deep silence, when there are no thoughts, are you Brahman? In a way, no. Why are that? Because suppose, for example, when you dip a bucket in the well, so long as it is in the water, no weight. No weight at all. Actually, that is Brahman only. During the immersion, when I have no thoughts at all, only just awareness, existence and awareness. Yes, Brahman. But how long I can sit in the meditation, that state of samadhi? The moment they come out, bucket has come out, the thread is there, the entire personality comes out. So, while dropping your relatives, other bodies, your body, not only body, you should drop this Ramana Sarma also. Then you are pumped. The big question is how to drop it. How to drop it? Here comes sadhana. So far. Here, in this process, there is no action. Oh, Namaskaram, Ahane, Abhishek. This Ramana Sarma will not go with all that. Only inquiry, only knowledge. The question, what is this? What is this Ramana Sarma? First to understand what is your body. Then let us go to Ramana Sarma. We all said we came from bodies, other bodies to Ramana Sarma body, and then we went inside, isn't it? First, let us see what is this body. If you understand that, you can drop Ramana Sarma. How is this body is coming to your awareness is there, isn't it? Pure awareness. This body is a thought. Now you are coming to the body is a thought. The moment pure awareness is there, my body, the legs, body with the idea is a thought. What is a thought? What is a thought? We talked of Brahman. We should not lose sight of the source. Always, whenever I suggest always for anybody gets a doubt, go to the source. From there you come. You will get answer. Brahman, what is that? Satyam, Jnanam, existence and awareness. That's all. That is infinite. That's all. There is nothing other than that. Then come here. Now we are asking about this body as a thought. My awareness, existence and awareness. Okay. Where from? What is a thought? It is a movement awareness, movement in awareness, without a movement of actual movement. I mentioned Brahman has an inherent power to appear in form without any change in itself. Apply that here. Your awareness has a power To appear, form means a thought. To appear as a thought without changing itself. So the thought of the body has come. Without a thought of the body appearing, I cannot be aware of my body. Thought has two components, Sat and Chit. Your dream, compare with the dream. In the dream, you are the dreamer is there. Dream object is there. Right? Sat, Chit, you are dreamer. Sat, dream object. Thought, you are aware of the thought. A thought of my body arose. So I am aware of the thought. In the thought, I am not using awareness, isn't it? Awareness is there, thought also. But in addition to awareness, what is there? Body. That is object. That is existence. That is existence. That is Satya. That is the power. Awareness. The power, the power and awareness only is appearing as Chit and Sat. So actually a thought, just like in a dream, a thought has, so thought is not, please note, just like your dream is not actual, real, your thought also is not real. There is no change in the awareness. It is only an apparent change. Apparent change. So if you analyze this way, when I know that the content of the thought is not real, automatically I get confirmation that what all I am thinking about myself, about this fellow, the burning, birth, the death, the father, mother, all thoughts. All thoughts. Thoughts are nothing but awareness. What remains is only awareness. So before discarding the whole Nama Rupa, the whole world as nothing but awareness, first you discard that who you are identifying yourself with a name and history and everything. That is also a thought. Just so what remains? What remains? Even if I say I means that even if after dropping Ramana Sarma, what remains as I is just awareness and existence. That is what Jivo Brahmaiva na paraha. The meaning of that is there. That is nothing but Jivo Brahmaiva na paraha. Brahman, it is also Brahman. Tattvam asi, Tattvam asi. Tat, Tvam. Tvam, and I am inquiring, what is this I? After inquiring, after removing all layers, including the history of the fellow, then I reach the core. It is Tvam. Tvam. Investigation of Tvam is over. Then Tat, what is that? There is nothing. See, Jiva, Brahma, that is Brahma. Same. Same. This is whenever before you go to sleep. Sadhana, I am telling you, this simple technique. Normally, we all go to bed. Naturally, we try to go to sleep, avoiding thoughts. The thoughts about your office problems come. Oh, first remember, thoughts. Actually, a thought about a problem. Can you get up, go and solve that problem now? No. You will solve it when you go to office. Something that is okay. So drop it. You are not doing anything about the thought about in the office. So why do you think about it first? Drop it. Family, all others. Problem you don't just before sleeping, you don't get up and do anything. These are all thoughts. Drop. Drop the family, all the members, all including son, grandson, all so affectionate, all thoughts. Bombard it with their thoughts. Please note. This unless you consistently apply it, you won't get the reality because you are strongly attached to the feeling that they are real. See, unless you see what happens is, unless you bombard it with like nuclear fission or whatever it is, it won't happen. It is akin like satellite is circling around the earth. An engine is to be fired to go beyond the magnetic field of earth. Once it goes, it's out. Such a thing must happen to you. That comes from here only. This analysis only. This analysis only will bhaji, buttermilk, curd, churn, 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 churn. Slowly butter has come. The ball. Once it becomes a butter ball, it will never mix in the mouth. Now, once if you get it once, that you are not yourself, you are not that fellow, you are not, these are not ours. So only a thought, nothing but thought. If once you just you are clear about it, something happens. And then by only watching your whole awareness, just what should be not doing any action, only watching your whole awareness. That's what we people, the disciples are on inquiry and all that. So only just to remain as such. With occasional analysis, this is awareness, this is not matter. But then remain, but not that with the intellectual analysis, it doesn't come. If that intellectual analysis is okay, but still it has to convert itself. The real drop, it drops. When butterfly is a centipede, what is that called? Caterpillar, I tell you, Bengali food. అది వెళ్ళిపోయి చోట మూడు ఇలా కొట్టేస్తున్నా అయిపోతుంది. Remains like that. Does it do anything? No. It won't do anything. It will come out like a butterfly. Actually, somebody said that somebody should not, suppose somebody observes that shell and all that and try to help by breaking it. No, it will die. It should come on its own. You cannot, there is no question of your head. Please note, realization or the prevention should help on your own. What the other fellow or teachers or anybody can tell you is only midwife. Just they will help you to tell you. That's all. But you only yourself. So the secret for that sadhana is hold that awareness. With the internal subconscious understanding, whatever that is coming to you, your personality, all thoughts, that subconsciously you analyze and you have an understanding. Keeping that as an underlying subconscious feeling, you just hold to that as much time as possible. No time, no place, no fixed posture. Just Nisargata Guru said, you are not what you think you are. Guru said, you are not what you think you are. What I am, Swami? What I, he said, say I am. Can you say? Hold it. This way, hold it. He said, I held it for 3.5 years. Oh. I'm 3.5. Doesn't mean that it should happen to somebody else in 35. No, it may happen anytime. There we cannot say anything. But the only path is hold just in our own way. Okay, now suppose on fine morning you felt the feeling that you feel that you are aware. Earlier, your awareness is in the body. Now, body is in awareness. All bodies are in awareness. The whole thing is in awareness. The feeling is. Now I am coming to the second part. This actually I wanted to mention. This actually I wanted to highlight. Okay, X has reached this stage. After this stage, there is no thought. After we get the feeling that your awareness, everything is in your awareness. You feel directly that every object is including your body, is in your awareness. There is no thought. You need not read. Even that holding, there is unfolding takes. Now, let us see. For such a fellow also, the world exists, names and forms exist. All the names and forms are there. Now the question is, the statement of the scriptures or gurus is, everything is consciousness. Everything. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, Isha Vasyam Jagat. మొత్తం అంతా అదే అంటున్నాడు. నువ్వు ఏమైనా ఇక్కడే అనుకున్నావు, వాడు ఏమంటాడు మొత్తం దాని ఎలా హౌ టు now first intellectually how to convince us logically rational మొత్తం అంతా అదే ఏమిటది సత్ చిత్ now this actually this idea came to me one Mr. Satish, a very not so intelligent boy. He persistently asked me questions. What there is a chair in front of me. How can you tell me? How can I accept that the chair is also is consciousness in that? He can't. Then I tried to explain to him, but while explaining, a beautiful idea has come. Now, suppose Gopal Krishna is here, right? Gopal Krishna is there, Ram is there. For me, Ram and Gopal Krishna, what are they? Moram, in the source. In the source, what is Gopal Krishna? Is the source, Atma. Gopal Krishna, the source, not the superstructure of thoughts, accumulated thoughts, personality. No. If you go to root of that, is Atma. Same in the case of Ram. If you go to the source of Ram, root is Atma. If I go to the root of Sarma, it is Atma. That Atma, as I told you, has no form. Isn't it? It is same. In all the three, it is not the same. It is same. The difference is not in the source. But what is the difference? But can I see the Atma of Gopal Krishna? Can I see Atma of Gopal Krishna? What I am? I am here, Atma Nirakar. Atma is Nirakar. Gopal Krishna source is Nirakar. Ram source Nirakar. So, Nirakar చూడలేదు ఎంత ఒకటే బ్రేక్ లేదు దానికి బ్రేక్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అయితేనే కదా చూడగలుగుతాం యూ కెన్ సీ ఎనీథింగ్ ఓన్లీ విత్ an object which has limits. The object here, Atma, his Atma is the law. For explanation saying Atma. So you cannot see that Atma. This Atma cannot see that Atma. So you cannot see Atma because there is no form. But what is it here? It is Chit and Sat. There are two here. Gopal Krishna, there is Chit. Sat. Translation. Right. I say Gopal Krishna says, are you right? Yeah, I am aware of myself. Then the voice proceeds. Okay. I am satisfied. He is Atma, all effective concept. Agree. Then what about the chain? The word? However, there is the chain. Their chain is not aware of itself. How can you say chain of his consciousness? How can you say the chain of his consciousness? But there is a basic. You exist and you are aware of your. Can you exist without your awareness? Can awareness be there without existence? That means that cannot be separate. There are things that cannot be separated. Sorry, if anybody gets sleep, I am sorry. This is abstract subject and you cannot say like Ganikapota, I cannot put jokes. So happens. So here, Sat and Chit, they are inseparable. Right. Chain is there. So when I say chain has existence, it exists. What about awareness? When I say they cannot be separated, but where it has gone? No, suppose let us take up. Now, when out of these two, Gopal Krishna and Gopal Krishna is sleeping. He's sleeping. While in the deeply. Is there a difference between chair and domination? What is happening? Only circle. Chit is there. So in the chair, suppose if Chit is dominated by Sat, Chit is not conscious. I mean, visible. So there is consciousness there. That is one way. That means just like in your deep sleep, what is happening? The power in your awareness is covering itself with darkness. This darkness also is nothing but the power of that chit awareness. It has not nothing has come from outside, but the power is in operation. So during that operation, whether it is death or sleep, death. No, that's all. So here, because of its nature, just like what is happening in sleep, something is happening in this. You cannot say that there is no consciousness there. It is not there, but it is not, it is covering itself with. That is one way. That is one way of explanation. The other way, another explanation is no, when you say you are aware, then your awareness is no longer linked to your body. What happened to that awareness? That awareness, the moment I am seeing all this, my awareness has spread. Awareness, do you think it has not covered the chair? It has covered the chair in all angles. Not outside, inside, everything, every bit of it is nothing but awareness. It has come into me. The chair, my awareness engulfed the chair. So chair is in me. When anything is in me, not separate from me. It's a consciousness only. So the objects which you see, when you are clear that your awareness is not limited to the body, it is same awareness is engulfing whatever that is. Automatically, but let us not forget the power of awareness. That existence has the power to appear in forms. So the existence there, the existence of awareness has the power to appear as change. That's all. So this is, next conclusion of that world also, though it appears as such. That is why I said, not your individual awareness. Without awareness, there is no world. Just like dreamer and tree. That is the famous quotation is there. Moon is not there unless some consciousness sees the moon. That is the accepted philosophical terminology. So this is all okay. These are all answering your interest questions. Of course, what happens, I tell you. When you reach that, when you feel direct that you have infinite consciousness, then you don't see other views. You don't hate people. You accept that they are because it's natural. But so the change your approach that what you would love. Love energy, love. Satyam Jnanam Ananda Brahma, they don't love. Even Anandam they are not mentioned. Only Satyam Jnanam Ananta Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma, Prama Brahma. No. They're all dry products. Explanations, that's all. But basic to Ananta. They result in Anand. Love. With that is solar gas. And I'm telling you, you will reach a stage where be nothing but consciousness. So far off, nothing but consciousness. How can it be else? You get enlightened. How can it be something else? Awareness when it is ready, everything. Everybody is infinite. Nothing can enter. నాశమి నాక్షకోస్ అసంకోస్ అష్టాఫర్గే ఏదైనా అసంఖ్య దాన్ని నథింగ్ కెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ది ఆత్మ మీరు చాలా చదివేస్తారు You can't taint it. Nityam, Shuddham, Buddham, Muktam. Atma, Nityam, Shuddham, Buddham, Muktam. Then you feel awareness. Nityam, always there. Always there. You apply. You apply it to space. Space. Nityam. Okay. There is no time when space is not there. Okay. It is. Shuddham. You throw 5 colors into sky. Will anything touch it? Can these colors touch the sky? It is always pure. Nothing can touch it. Mukta. Infinite. Where is the beginning? Where is the ending? Mukta. Nityam. Suttam. Mukta. Uttam. Space is not. The only difference between you and space is not aware of itself, but you are aware of it. Muktam. That is where Mautha, Sunyavada, Mautha counter. But the Atta Sunya. And second question, who is aware of that Sunya? Who is aware of that Sunya? So now the question is, the point is, you should bring out all these technical jargon or speeches into life. That's what is my submission. That is the fun. Bring into life. It is not something impossible. It is possible. Don't think that course just 5 minutes is on me. A student చదువుకుని శాస్త్రం చదువుకుని అర్థం వచ్చాడు ఒక దానికి నేను మెషర్లు ఇవ్వకుండా అలా నిచ్చాను ఊపు కట్టేవాడికి ఉన్నాడు ఇప్పుడు ఒక్కటి చెప్పాడు గుర్తుంది నాకు ఆ టేబుల్ చూస్తున్నాడు టేబుల్ అదేంటండి అన్నాడు టేబుల్ సరిగ్గా చూడండి వుడ్ అది రైట్ ఆ వుడ్ తీసేస్తే టేబుల్ ఉందా అన్నాడు ఆ వుడ్ తీసేయండి అక్కడ టేబుల్ ఉందన్నాడు నువ్వేం చేస్తున్నావు యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ టేబుల్ టు ద వుడ్ రిమూవ్ వుడ్ దేర్ ఇస్ నో టేబుల్ రిమూవ్ అవేర్నెస్ ఇన్ ఆల్ దీస్ ఫార్మ్స్ రిమూవ్ అవేర్నెస్ ఇన్ ఆల్ దీస్ ఫార్మ్స్ if awareness itself is appearing as form my dear friend awareness itself is appearing as form because of its inherent power remove awareness is the time to close. So if somebody yes.
Yeah, so we'll give 15 minutes for questions. So please ask your questions in the microphone.
Now, I'm trying to ask this question. Removing my body and remove my name also. Then it is Atma, right? Ramesh Atma state. Then to take the example, say Ramesh Atma is there, Krishna Atma is there, Ram Atma is there. But still, these 3 Atmas are there. I can't say, for example, if I take Ramesh as Atma, I don't have the I did not manifest myself as Ramesh. And there are 3 different manifestations of 3 Atmas, right? I don't know if I'm able to express that.
I got the power in Atma has formulated some thoughts in the Krishna. Those thoughts took a shape. Here, Maya Viva Vijrumbha. That infinite power has infinite variety. Like a great magician. Did you not wonder? You see how many people you see. No resemblance between two. No thumb impressions tally. 2 thumb impressions tally. You see? What great magic. You see? So, that Maya, that power, has built up a structure here, one in one way, in a structure in another way. But still, is possible.
I intend not to argue. Does that mean I am different from the bigger mind?
No, there is no must be big enough. You are part of it, that's all. You are a drop in the ocean. Same water that is in the ocean is here.
And it stopped here. I can answer.
Yeah, please go.
Like when you just finished that last before the gentleman asked the question. So consciousness లేకపోతే there's no body. People with dementia కానీ Alzheimer's కానీ వాళ్ళకి consciousness లేదు కదా. So is that a body?
Yeah, no, not only that stage. Dead body, coma, anesthesia. There is consciousness, but the power in consciousness has not made the arrangement to access. Simple. The power in consciousness is in operation in a different way there. Even a dead body also there is consciousness, please note. But that machine, that equipment, that bulb ఆడిపోయింది. కరెంట్ ఉంది, బల్బు ఆడిపోయింది.
Okay. Individual or the universe is as long as the lips are working. Panchandriya, if you are Panchandriya and your consciousness, I am not the body, that consciousness will help us. If the Panchandriyas are working, Jnanendriyas are working, there your definition and other things, your Karmendriyas will not work there. As a doctor, I think so. You are a doctor, it looks. Okay. So, what I understand is, as long as our Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas are working, that is the power of the consciousness of the awareness of the Atma and other things, which is a right aided. And we feel that when we are not body, consciousness is we are not body, that consciousness. That means when we are labeling that one, this one, that one, that labeling goes and the attachment goes. So as long as the body in existence is there, body mind is there, all these things will be there. That is what my message. Okay, thank you, sir.
Of course, from my experience, I am speaking. The small suggestion also, all these traditional textbooks, speakers, they all describe suppose how that infinite consciousness has become this body. First Panchabhutas, Akasha, Akashasha, Vayu, Vayu, Agni, Niru, Panchindriya, Panchakondriya. People are lost in that. So by the time he comes out, he doesn't know the subject. Need not. It is not necessary at all. You don't go into that. Now I'm using an email. I just use it. Then where, how, what is the software for this email? What is this Panchakoshas create? What is this Panchindriyas create? I don't want all that. That is all mechanism. It happens. Why should I bother about the whole software of email? I will just receive the mail and give the mail. But some people, and they're lost. Then what is I know my close friend is the senior officer in here. He cannot come out of this secretary. I know. Yeah, it's also a part of the program. But for anybody who is entering, we can say you need not master all the technology, all the technical words. Simple, right before you. Why should you go to a book? It's right in front of you. Just feel it.
మేబీ అది డెమ్నిషా ఏదైతే అది చెప్తున్నారో మేబీ సత్ ఏదైతే శక్తి ఉన్నదో దాని యాక్టివిటీ లిమిటెడ్ ఆర్ యాక్టివిటీ కొంచెం ఎక్కువ ఉండే ఆ విధంగా జరుగుతుంది అనుకోమంటారా? ఈ అంటే మనం సత్ శక్తి అనుకుంటాం, యాక్టివిటీ శక్తి అంతా చేయిస్తున్నట్టు అనుకుంటాం.
Activity also the
డిగ్రీ ఆఫ్ పవర్
power.
అండ్ డిగ్రీ ఆఫ్ పవర్ అంతే యాక్టివిటీ.
Ultimately, go to the root. Only thing is Satyam Jnana. Satyam power is operating. Whatever happens, whatever appears, is nothing but that power. We are not bothered about intricacies of that matter.
జ్ఞానానికి ఆకారం లేదు, అది నాకు తెలుస్తుంది. సో ఆకారం లేదు కాబట్టి అది అనంతంగా ఉంటుంది. కానీ అట్లా అనంతంగా ఉన్నది ఆకాశం కూడా ఉంది, అనంతంగా ఉంది. సో 2 అనంతాలు ఎలాగుంటాయి? ఉండలేవు కదా. ఇప్పుడు నా ఎరుకకి ఆకారం లేదు, అది నాకు తెలుస్తుంది. సో ఆకారం లేనిది అనంతంగా ఉంటుంది. సో, అలా అనంతంగా ఉన్నది ఇంకొకటి కూడా ఉంది. అది ఆకాశం. అట్లా 2 అనంతంగా ఉండలేవు గదా!
రెండు లేవు.
సో, కాంట్రాడిక్టింగ్ గదా!
ఎప్పుడైతే ఆకాశం తెలిసిందో ది మూమెంట్ స్పేస్ కమ్స్ టు యువర్ మైండ్, దేర్ ఆర్ నాట్ టూ. They are not two. The moment space comes to mind, my awareness joined space, inseparable. Sat and Chit. Sat joined Chit, inseparable. There are no two forms. Another point. The we gave an example of this space, but this space is not space, real space. This space also is a Panchabhut, is a power, a manifestation from the power. This space also, please note. Space is not consciousness. No way. For example, see, in Advaita, example starts at a particular place. It cannot be 100%. So this space is, I cannot say this space is a 100% space of, no, it's not like this. Only just because space also is a projection of Maya point.
So the technical term is two akasa, this chidakasa and this hatakasa. So that what you see as space now is hatakasa, which is another element. But the consciousness is called chidakasa. Hatakasa is a reference in chidakasa. So it's only chidakasa, only consciousness, of which hatakasa is one. Just like fire.
Chidakasha, Chit Akasha. Chit only, awareness. Like
One question, Andy. General question. This is not directly related to Vedanta, but in general, there is injustice in the world. When it is Shakti that is manifesting everywhere in every form, why should be there be injustice, and how to deal with it? And how do you accept injustice as a play of Shakti or as a given by Shakti kind of thing?
there is a standard question. This is a grandfather, one boy was there, Srikant. He asked his grandfather the same question. This boy asked, what is the world, why there is suffering and all. I'll tell you a small story, he said. You are the world. Grandfather said, you are the world. It's not separate from you. You still have not, but still, why should there be suffering and all that? That is not answered. On my table, I wrote a story, 10 pages. Please bring it. You read it, he said. He asked the boy to read the story. Hear me. What is this? There is a young boy who was disciplined by his parents. He studied, graduated, got a good job, loved a and beautiful girl, married her, one child. What is this story talking about? Why? No. The story means there must be something. Hey, tragedy, I can come out story. Otherwise, who will go to film? If right from beginning to end, boy running the girl and songs and music, why should I go to a movie? My dear friend, in you, inherently, there is that. Somewhere in the book I also wrote, why should you say Parabrahmam create this world instead of sitting happily somewhere? Why should he create troubles for all of us? That power, you see, infinite sea is, it has an innate nature to vibrate. And so, vibration cannot be only in white direction. Simple, you take it like this. The power of vibration cannot be in one direction, only happiness. No. Otherwise, it's not vibration at all. Another Vivekananda man answering it in another question way. Why should there be prostitutes? If somebody asked me, Vivekananda. No, who is a pativrata? He is told about prostitute only. Because there is a prostitute, you say somebody is pativrata. You feel unhappy. Because there is unhappiness, you feel happiness. If there is only happiness, no. Actually, that is the fact. That is the ultimate truth. Another way. Whatever injustice or calamities are happening in this world, whatever happens in this world is a infinite link of cause and effects. You cannot say that this is the only cause for an effect. This is the effect. What is that satsanga? What is the cause? Our Kiran's plan. What is the cause? That Advaita group. What is the cause? That's Vaishnava. You anything. You take anything in the world. There is a for 171 flight, 241 died. Did it start? Is it the immediate? What is the immediate effect? Immediate, that is effect. What is the cause? Flight schedule. You go to Wright Brothers. You find the cause. Infinite. Infinite. You cannot find. So there is no answer for that. And another thing, it is not linear. Not linear. Why? Butterfly here, tsunami there. If you feel any injustice right next to you, if you want to do anything, you can do anything to alleviate anybody, do it. Don't bother about it.
మీరు చాలా సంవత్సరాల నుంచి నేను రమణ శర్మని అనే కాన్షియస్నెస్ మీకు ఉంది. తర్వాత మీరు ఐఎమ్ కాన్షియస్నెస్, మై బాడీ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ మీ అన్న కాన్షియస్నెస్ ఎక్స్పాండ్ అయిన ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉన్న తర్వాత, ఆ తర్వాత కూడా మీకు నేను రమణ శర్మని అన్న కాన్షియస్నెస్ ఉండి మీరు పనులు చేయగలుగుతున్నారు. యాజ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ all your memories from the childhood, you have your thoughts, you are aware of body sensations. Similarly, all of us here have the consciousness. We have Nen Subramaniam and consciousness, Srinivas Sudhir and the consciousness. And we are all part of that universal consciousness, right? But we have access to those thoughts, access to those sensations, which are part of that union. And without having access to all of that, how can we say everything is in me? How does it work?
Everything is, access means to all the intricate knowledge of.
Feel the consciousness here the way I feel. I mean, I feel the consciousness here, right? I don't feel everywhere. But if somebody can say, I feel consciousness everywhere, does it include this also or not?
Yes, everything. Sir, somebody questioned this omniscience in Telugu sarvajñatvam. They interpret like this. That means when my awareness, that means suppose there is intricate brain surgery knowledge is there. Do you know all that? There is intricate biology. Do you know all that? No. Whatever that is nothing but Sattar Chitta. Kurchi ఉంది తెలుస్తుంది. దండ కుంచి తెలుస్తుంది. తేడా మళ్ళీ కళ్ళజోడు ఉంది తెలుస్తుంది. ఏది చెప్పు, స్పేస్ క్రాఫ్ట్ ఉంది తెలుస్తుంది. ఎంత అందులో ఇంజన్ ఉంది తెలుస్తుంది. ఉండడం తెలియడం తప్ప, అదర్ దాన్ దట్ దేర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్. అది కాన్షియస్, దట్స్ ఆల్. దట్ మీన్స్ when you directly recognize that there is nothing other than this existence and awareness. Somebody questioned me. ఆలోచన మీకు తెలుసా? నా ఆలోచనే నాకు నేను జ్ఞానం అనుకుంటుంటే నీ ఆలోచన ఏ జ్ఞానం అనుకున్నాను? నా ఆలోచనే నిజం కాదు, జ్ఞానం తప్పే కాదు. నీ ఆలోచన జ్ఞానం చెప్తారు. మాయనే ఎదురగచ్చు. మాయలో సిద్ధులు చాలా మంది యోగాలో సిద్ధులు సాధించిన వాడు, దేర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ పవర్స్ దే డిస్ప్లే. ఓకే, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ది ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది మ్యాటర్. బట్ దే డిస్ట్రాక్ట్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద బెనిఫిట్? ఓకే, టెల్ మీ. నీ ఆలోచనలే చదవలేదు. ఎందుకు నాకు ఆలోచనలు వస్తేనే ఏడుస్తున్నాయి, ఇసుకు వస్తున్నాయని. నీ ఆలోచన కూడా అది వాడు అలాగే అన్నారు కదా. మీరు పూర్వజన్మలన్నీ ఎందుకు గుర్తుండదు అంటే, ఈ జన్మ నువ్వేళ భార్యాభర్తలు మరి ఉంది, ఇంక పూర్వజన్మ భార్య కూడా ఉంది. అక్కడ జన్మ భగవంతుడు ఈ సో మెర్సిఫుల్ దట్ ఈ పుట్టే
చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు సార్.